Mr. Miser owned a house on the edge of town. He didn't like people. They wore him down. A frown on his face and complete lack of grace was his manner to all that he met. Miss Pity was a woman whom everyone liked, who followed her heart with all her might. The sight of the poor was too much for her, so she gave them her money without regret. Now Pity decided to visit the miser, in hopes that in discourse the man would become wiser. Despise her he did, but he could not be rid of her pestilent presence, so they sat down to talk. "You have so much wealth," said Pity, and glanced at the walls of his home that his wealth had financed, and chanced upon paintings worth millions in savings. She thought of the poor, by whom daily she walked. "Do you not think it right to give some to the poor? When you have so much more? Before you answer, their need do consider, for poor men need funds more than you." At this he stood up, his face burning red. "Get out of my house at once," he said. She fled, for she saw he would have none at all of her speech. The discussion was through. But she did not give up so easily, see. Determined to win the poor their money, and free from greed and responding to need, she returned to his home to converse. A friend she brought with her, who'd just been laid off, and whose family went hungry often enough. His rough condition, she had her suspicion, would loosen the rich miser's purse. "Do you see how much more you have than he? While his family starves, you eat and are free. To be with such wealth and in such good health is a blessing, but also a calling. A calling to share of what heaven has given, to recognize privilege, that is, your condition, commissions your charity to end that disparity which favors you over the failing." Unmoved, he removed her as he had before, but she was unshaken and came back with more. The poor she paraded, that rabble he hated, hoping to wear him down by persistence. A sick man, a blind man, one crippled from birth, 'twas the greatest tragedy performed on this earth. The worst off she'd find, and entreat him, be kind. But he did not care, and he loathed her insistence. When all else she'd tried, and no hope remained, she purchased a pistol, and blew out his brains. She claimed all his assets, and gave to the masses, for their need was greater indeed.